Joining me now is Hugh Johnston, Disney's Chief Financial Officer. Hugh, fresh off your earnings call, thanks for hopping on Yahoo Finance. You heard me probably talking to Julie about some of these deals, the NFL deal, big deal. This morning, WWE deal, big deal. Let's start on the NFL. 10% stake that you're giving the NFL for ESPN, that's a very large number, Hugh. Why is it worth it?
Oh, I think it's completely worth it. And good morning to you, Brian and Julie. Great to be with you guys again, as always. Really, we feel terrific about the assets that we'll be getting for the deal. The combination of the NFL network and all of what that brings. In addition to that, combining our fantasy football business with the NFL's fantasy football business, plus the ability to market Red Zone. Overall, we feel terrific about that. And obviously, there's 3 additional games we'll be getting as well, which are of significant value to us. So as we think about it from 2 perspectives. Number one is the impact it's going to have on the ESPN DTC business, which we think will be super positive. And then second, obviously, putting the NFL network together with ESPN will create both revenue and cost synergies. The outcome of that from an investor perspective is it'll be accretive by about a nickel before purchase accounting. So we think it's a great deal for the NFL, and we think it's a great deal for ESPN as well, which is the best of all worlds.
Hugh, I've seen ESPN various estimates in terms of valuation, 25 billion, even as high as 30 billion. That would make this NFL stake up to worth about, what, $3 billion? Is that correct? Do I have my math right?
Your math is correct, although we haven't talked about the value of ESPN or the value of the assets, because what we're doing here is exchanging equity in ESPN for the assets and the income streams that we're getting. So we haven't really put a specific valuation on it. As I said, the thing I can tell you is it's accretive to the Walt Disney Company. So from a financial terms perspective, we're very happy with the financial terms.
Hugh, as you know, Red Zone has a sacred following, very passionate base in terms of that programming. Do you and Bob Iger, CEO, do you envision ESPN talent going onto that platform?
You know, we haven't talked about it at this point. It's probably a little bit too early for us to go there. I know the guy who hosts ESPN, a fellow Syracuse University graduate, by the way, does a fabulous job. So I certainly expect us to continue and, if anything, try to be additive to that capability, because it's such a good one.
Now, the deal, of course, has to get approved by regulators. What is Disney willing to give up to get this approval from the Trump administration, which has not hidden its views on traditional mainstream media? Well,
I'm hopeful we're not going to have to give up anything, to be honest with you. We don't see it as in any way anti-competitive. Actually, quite the opposite. The way we think about it is this is so pro-consumer. It really makes their lives easier. Sports fans, it's a bit of a challenge right now because content is spread across so many different places. And we view this as a convergence that we actually think will make it easier for the sports fan, and in addition, it'll give them the capability that we have as ESPN to produce fantastic content. And in addition to that, with the ESPN DTC launch, we'll be able to bring a lot of new capability as we innovate for the consumer as well around things like multi-view games and personalization of SportsCenter. And in addition to that, fantasy and betting and enhanced statistics. So we view this as super pro-consumer and are certainly positive from that perspective. And as I said, we think it's a great deal for the NFL owners and the NFL players as well. So this is truly a win all around. We're hoping that the regulatory process will go extremely smoothly.
Hugh, $1.6 billion for a 5-year deal for WWE. I'm a WWE fan. It's good to see WrestleMania and other events being on one home. What's the return on investment you're looking for? That also is a very large number.
Yeah, it's a big investment, but we do expect positive financial returns from the investment. So from that perspective, we haven't gone any deeper than that. But the beauty of where ESPN right now is with the NFL, with the NBA, with college football playoff, SEC, and NHL, we have so many, such a good load of volume of really high quality content. we can pick and choose where else we want to be. And as a result of that, we're in a good position to strike good financial deals for ourselves. So we expect this to be another good financial deal for ESPN.